If you've been keeping up, you may know 1 month ago I packed up and moved to an entire different city and state halfway across from everything I've ever known. And within this month, I've experienced some ups and some downs, and I've been clinging tightly to my comfort zone and sticking to what I know. And while that is good and comforting in this time of change, I feel like this is my opportunity to take my leap of faith, as Miles Morales would say, and take teeny tiny baby steps to put myself out there in ways that make me feel uncomfortable but safe. In this video, I'm going to be starting out with 4 pillars of things to get me outside of my comfort zone. Go to a coffee shop to sit alone, to work or read, visit a bookstore / new places alone, sit alone and be alone with my thoughts and journal, and last but the most daunting thing for me is to put myself out there and hang out with people. Let's step out of my comfort zone. Hello. Pulling this hair back for a sec. The curls and stuff cool. Oh. Is this a look? We're doing our first out of the comfort zone thing today. Actually, 2 of them. We're doing 2 things. And that is, first and foremost, we're going to be visiting somewhere by myself, a new place, which is a bookstore. Granted, I do a lot of things by myself. I've always been that way. New places specifically really make me anxious, and I like taking those on with somebody else. But today I'm going to show myself that I can do that on my own. Also, I'm going to Trader Joe's by myself. If you guys have ever stepped inside of a Trader Joe's, you'd understand why that's a little like hectic. There's another thing happening today. I am putting myself out there and meeting new people and socializing. It does fall in line with another thing that I said that I want to do, which is to start saying yes to things instead of getting myself to back out and be scared of them and not go anywhere and do anything, because I actually have not left my house in days. So we're doing a little venture out moment today. 2 hard things are happening, and we're gonna do them, and it's gonna be fine, and everything's gonna be good. Meeting new people is really hard and scary for me. Even with people I know, I walk away from like a call or a text message or any type of like interaction that we have. No matter how long I've known you, I will sit in my car or sit in bed that night. I will run over the conversation in my head and literally pick apart every single little thing that I said to somebody. Before Isaac left today, I was like, I'm so scared. Like, I don't know if I can do it. It's that type of fear of like kind of putting yourself out there and doing stuff by yourself. Because even the other day, I'm used to doing like some errands alone. Like the other day I wanted to go to Home Goods to look for a case for the living room, and I just got overwhelmed. Like by the time I was there, and I ended up leaving, like put everything that I got in my cart back, left, because I just get so overwhelmed. And even when I'm doing stuff by myself, and sometimes, this is the thing about me, is I like being alone. Like I like it, but obviously not everybody likes being alone 24/7. Like I do love and enjoy companionship, whether that's through a friend or through my partner. This is going to be interesting today. I'm going to a new place and meeting new people and putting myself out there. Oh, deep breaths, everybody. Update, guys. I'm sitting at a stoplight right now, but we're going to Barnes first. But we're going to Barnes first because they're there right now. I am feeling a little nauseous from anxiety, but you know, have to get yourself out there. It's literally anybody. Like it could be anybody, and I would feel this way. I am just a mess when it comes to meeting people, even people I know. Like I feel nervous. Like I am like, do they even like me? You know, is this a little bit too vulnerable? Probably. How do I introduce myself to people? What do I say? Hey, it's great to meet you. Hi. Nope. Hi. Nope. Oh my gosh. This is, I don't know. I don't know what to do. Hey. Oh, hi. Nope. Not talking to Charlie. Why are you taking that tone of voice? Hello guys. Update. So, I got no vlog footage because me vlogging in public is one thing, and then trying to get me to vlog with new people is another thing. And honestly, I just really wanted to focus on like talking to new people, adding a vlog in the mix. I couldn't have done it, but everything went well, and they were very nice. Of course, things aren't as scary as they seem. Am I still absolutely tearing myself to shreds? over any little thing that I said? Absolutely. I don't know when that will ever, or if it will ever go away. That's where we're at with that currently. This is what happens when we let the natural hair shine. I wanted to do a little update and chat on the hanging out and friends portion of this video. I'm navigating it as we speak, and obviously, like, it was never going to be a thing that was like solved or completely new in this video, but this video is all about me like making the steps to try to make myself more comfortable to do these things. An update, if you will, because I feel like I record nothing about these hangouts and stuff because these are new people. I'm not gonna like pull out my phone and like record them, you know, like it's just an awkward situation. I will say that I have been successfully putting myself out there. I have done 2 things on the list of things that we talk about. One of those is to say yes to things, even like things that would like usually overwhelm me a lot. So this week and weekend, I said yes to things. Obviously you guys saw and went on a journey where I went to Barnes & Noble and I met up with Haley and I met new people. And then also we found a church here that there is a good group of people that go, and I, you know, said yes to plans after church, which was a big thing for me. It really doesn't have anything to do with the people. It has everything to do with me and how scared I am of speaking to other people. I did go and hang out, meet new people this weekend, which was good. It was a good experience for me. All the people that I've met here so far are super nice and welcoming, like just genuine people that it is so nice to meet, like genuine people like that. We conquered some of the getting myself out of my comfort zone, definitely heart racing, went home, had thoughts. Like I still am that person, but I'm hoping the more that I put myself out there, the less self-doubt that I have. I feel like it's still there because honestly, like you guys watch my vlogs, I don't hang out with people very often, like at all. So I still have a whole lot of self-doubt when I leave a social interaction. Oh my god, this is so vulnerable. I feel like this vlog is so vulnerable and it's gonna be A, hard for me to edit, and 2, hard for me to post. Okay guys, we are here. We are at Book People. I'm about to go in and browse and stuff by myself. This seems like a pretty highly populated area. It's downtown Austin. Oh, I feel like a lot of people, it's a Friday, it's like 3 o'clock. I want to go home because I know the traffic's literally about to be awful. So I want to kind of spend some time in here. I want to get some books. Like there's some books that I have in mind if they have them. But if not, honestly, that's fine. Since I'm going in here alone, I just have to put on my comfort blanket, which is my headphones. I have to be listening to music or a podcast or an audiobook of some sort, going somewhere alone by myself. Visiting bookstores alone are actually a thing that I really like to do. I love to throw on headphones and just go visit somewhere, but since this was new and I was in a new area, for some reason I built up in my head that it was going to be very scary and people were going to automatically know by looking at me that I was new and I've never been to the store before, which obviously is not what happened. But I will say my first time around, I barely got any B-roll footage, so I revisited a few days later, a little bit more confident, still needing the headphones while I was exploring, but I literally found that there was a coffee shop in the store that I didn't see on the first one. I went upstairs, I explored all over. I spent like 30 minutes in the store just looking around, and I had a great time by myself, and it was actually very peaceful. And even though I do have to use headphones as my little comfort blanket, I do really like being alone in bookstores, and this was just kind of like dipping my toes in the water and showing myself that I can explore new places alone. I am filming this as I'm paying to park, but it's Saturday morning. I just dropped Isaac off to get a haircut. I don't know how good or bad this audio is. And while he does that, because haircuts take like close to an hour or over an hour sometimes in my experience, I'm going to a coffee shop by myself. So I'm in the parking garage to go to a coffee shop, which is very scary because I'm by myself and it's a Saturday morning, so I'm sure it'll be packed. I don't know if there's seating. I brought my book with me to finish, and I also brought my Kindle. For a lot of people, going to a coffee shop may not be hard and may seem like a very simple and easy thing to do, but for me, being in an environment around so many people and thinking about like my work of like editing videos of myself is very daunting for some reason, or even just like filming myself reading a book. So today I put myself out there, I set up my little phone, got my book out, and got some b-roll footage, and it was a lot less daunting than I built up in my mind, which is something that I realized little by little by doing these things, is that the things that I build up in my mind aren't as scary as I make them seem. Hello everybody, I am back from coffee shop. I'm back from Merit, that's where I went, and I do think maybe on Monday I kind of want to try going there again, because I went there today because, like I told you guys, I was waiting on Isaac to get done with his haircut and I was finishing my book there, and I got their iced strawberry matcha, and I'm not a huge matcha person. This morning I did not feel like having a coffee. That one looked the best, so I went in there and I ordered it. The line was really long, and I will say the inside of the coffee shop was really small, but also it's a Saturday morning, and you could tell that that may have been like everybody's routine is to go to that coffee shop. It was actually right next to the Trader Joe's that I went to yesterday, so I went and parked in the same parking garage. I kind of like know that area that it's in, so it's easily accessible. I would definitely go again, and I want to test it like on a weekday morning early and see like what the crowd looks like then. There were so many dogs, and it made me so happy. There was this big golden doodle. It made my heart so happy. So it's also a dog friendly cafe, so I may try that on Monday. When it comes to doing stuff like that, it's just like driving there, parking, and navigating everything by myself. Like I literally sat in line and I knew that I wanted to get the strawberry matcha, but I was like, ugh. Like, what should I get though? Like, what should I get? Should I just keep looking at the menu? And I was like, no, just get the matcha. Like, there's just a lot of layers to like when I go and do stuff like that by myself, that like then I have to go interact with the person at the counter and everything. And I'll probably do an added layer on Monday because they had bagels there and they looked really good. So maybe we'll do like a matcha and bagel moment on Monday. But I did end up finishing my book. That I'm pretty sure the video's definitely already out today while I was there. And then, well, me and Isaac also went to Kirby Cafe, which is a breakfast chain that is reminiscent to me of Denny's. Like, you know, like when you go everywhere and there's like a Denny's everywhere, I feel like that's how it is with Kirby Lane. So we went to that, and I brought my book with me and finished it up sitting there. So it was a nice morning. Hello. Well, I fear this vlog has gotten away from me. I don't know what to do. I'm a little overwhelmed with everything right now, so I'm a little lost for what to do creatively with this video. Basically, where I'm at with my thinking right now is that I feel like I have not been able to heavily step outside of my comfort zone this week. Like, I got a little bit, and maybe I'm putting too much pressure on myself because you need to do this and this, but I just feel like that's not realistic. The more realistic thing would be if you do it little by little, because I feel like doing huge steps to get outside of your comfort zone can lead to burnout very quickly. I feel like stepping out of your comfort zone is all about doing it little by little until those things start to feel normal. And then, you know, like it's different. Like the bigger things are kind of later. So I do feel like, you know, earlier this week I went and sat at the coffee shop by myself. We visited a bookstore alone, like visited new places by myself. I don't know if I got any b-roll of that though. May have to go back today and get some b-roll. All of that to say, I do feel kind of, you know, I feel like there's a lot going on at the moment, and I've stepped outside of my comfort zone as much as possible, and because of the things that I have done, I want to take some time and go somewhere and be by myself and kind of journal, because that was one of my goals for the year, was to journal. Plan is to go to the gym, and then I think after that, you know, and after I'm done with work for the day and stuff, because I don't think I should journal when I'm feeling so overwhelmed with stuff that has to do with work. One of my goals today for this video is to go somewhere, sit down and journal out my feelings and kind of get myself used to the sentiment of journaling. Journaling was one of my main goals for 2024. As somebody who tends to ignore their emotions and not ever want to be alone with their thoughts, journaling has always been something that I've been scared to do, but I know will be good for me. Even just sitting down right now and journaling my thoughts and just kind of getting them out on paper, it really helps me feel lighter because I feel like I have told somebody these thoughts by getting them down and journaling, and it helps me understand them more and kind of make a plan of how I'm going to help myself through these things. And it just makes me be a lot more transparent with myself and a lot more mindful about what I am actually going through, instead of just kind of like closing them up behind a wall in my brain to not think about, because with the words being down on paper, I do have to think about them. In conclusion to this vlog, I definitely feel a lot better after putting myself out of my comfort zone, even just a little bit, because I have shown myself that I can do these things and they are a lot less daunting in my brain, and I've just been taking it day by day in a new space and just kind of slowing down life a little bit and seeing what my life looks like, and then adding in these other extremities into my life that will definitely add good things long term. But for right now, we're still sticking to journaling. I have been still visiting places alone that do not feel very big and scary for me, so I've been sticking to bookstores and coffee shops, and even just taking like me and Charlie places and going on drives and just kind of looking at some places, going to the park, being alone with my thoughts. And we're still working on putting ourselves out there, but I feel like that was the biggest thing for this video. But I am lucky to have people around me, all around me, that are very close and important to me, and I have been having a great time here in Austin. So here is to having even more great moments.